You take Empire. You got 4 leading black male actors in the #1 miniseries in recent American history. You got Lucius, Andre, Hakeem, and Jamal. Lucius, you got a narcissistic black male from Philadelphia. Don't trust his baby mom. Exploits, uses women. Don't really like women, except for sex and to use them. Then you got his oldest son, Andre. Ivy League trained, accountant, white wife. Then you got his next son, which is Jamal, homosexual, in love with a white male. Then you got his youngest son, Hakeem, hip-hop head, heterosexual, doesn't trust women, uses, abuses, and exploits. How can you have 4 attractive, leading black male actors in the #1 miniseries on TV, and not a single one has a positive and healthy relationship with a black woman? You know why? Because they are socializing and indoctrinating our children. Empire ain't for you and me. We know better. Empire for our 12-year-olds. Empire for our 14-year-olds. Because if my 17-year-old daughter looks at that, she would ask herself, why would I ever want to be with a black man after watching this? And if my nephew, okay, who's 12, 13, looks at Empire and looks at the way the women conduct themselves and carry themselves, why would he ever want to be with a black woman? These shows are political, designed to brainwash black children against authentic black love.
Were you aware that the creator of Empire, Lee Daniels, is a black male, homosexual?
Oh, not only that.
In a relationship with a white man.
Not only that, Lee Daniels has a movie coming out called Pimp, I think it is, starring Keke Palmer, who is a lesbian pimp. And he's working on the first black homosexual superhero character. Now, as I said before, I love all black folks. I can sit down and talk to gay, lesbian, it don't make a difference to me. Because I'm here to make you understand, overstand, and understand what's being done to us. But here's my question to Lee Daniels or anyone else. And I've never gotten an answer back yet. I've never gotten an answer. My question is real simple. How does the promotion of interracial or homosexual lifestyles benefit the black community? I've been asking that question for 20 years. I haven't had anyone answer it yet. You know why? Because there is no answer. If you care about we, there's no way you can be about that.
Lee Daniels also did Precious.
Yes. Another blaxploitation rendition of the worst aspects of black behavior in contemporary American society. Here's my thing. We do have some of that in our community, but so do European Jews. So do Italians, so do Latinos, so do Mexicans, so do Arabs and East Indians. My issue with these Precious movies and the Tyler Perry movies is that every time y'all make a movie, y'all only show us at our worst. White folks also have this. Degeneracy is not the exclusive prerogative of any one group of people. But when it comes to black people, 85% of how they show us in show business is negative and filled with these images. With white folks, you see some of that, but 85% of what you see from white folks, they're the doctors, they're the lawyers, they're the business owners, and most of all, they're the saviors.
Well, at least they have diversity.
They have diversity in presentation.
That's right.
There's no diversity in the presentation of black folks. And why is that? From a propaganda perspective, what? You must kill the image of the black male before you kill the black male. If you study Adolf Hitler's campaign against the European Jews, which was an atrocity, he committed an assassination of the image of the Jew in the German mind before he carried out the human extermination. That's what America is doing. But what is the difference between the extermination of the black man's image in America and the extermination of the European Jew's image in Germany? You know what the difference is? The difference is the European Jew did not participate in the extermination of his own public image. The black man is participating and financing the extermination of his own public image. Look at hip hop. That is the extermination of the black male's image. Look at the Tyler Perry movies, the Lee Daniels shows. Look at the reality shows of black women where they show our women as thirsty, sexually uncontrolled, masculine, and undesirable. But here's the thing, Baba. We are volunteering.
We are complicit in
to
our
destroy our own destruction.
And that was my next statement to you or question. Why?
Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, greatest African psychiatrist in modern history from this city, said, if you don't understand white supremacy, what it is and how it operates, nothing else will make sense to you in this society. The reason why those who are least interested in helping us fix our problem are the most celebrated is because they are the ones that are put out in front of our children to be celebrated. If you were not loyal to black people before you got rich, you definitely will not be loyal to black people after you get rich. But let's go further. During slavery, when a rebellious slave misbehaved, what would they do? They would put him out in front of all the slaves, and they would whip him and tar and feather him and lynch him as a message to the others. Every generation of my life, every decade, white America finds a celebrity that they put out and destroy them as a reminder to LeBron and Oprah and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and everyone else. Jay-Z, Beyonce, don't forget, you might be a billionaire, but remember who helped you make that money. At the end of the day, y'all got the money, but we got the power. That's why they don't mind signing a $100 million contract. Because everybody in your circle is white. Your agent is white. Your lawyer is white. Your publicist is white. Your banker is white. The person selling you the car is white. So do you know what a black celebrity really is? He's a water sprinkler. He's a redistributor of white wealth. Because you can't use that money to help your own people. The reason they don't help us is because the white man has made it clear. Number one, white people will not support black people who are loyal to black folks. You cannot become a popular celebrity in America if you are unapologetic. It's impossible. You must do what? Compromise yourself in the presence of white folk. You must be an acceptable Negro. If you are not an acceptable Negro, they will destroy you.